It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. In this game, we'll see the Indiana Pacers against the San Antonio Spurs. Well, for San Antonio, playing above 500 in the last few weeks, not bad. They'd like to do better. We'll see if they can add a win tonight. Already in this new year, we've seen several teams establish themselves as frontrunners. Shaq, how hard will it be for them to keep up the momentum?
Ernie, it's a long season. Injuries, trades, anything can happen. One more long. You just got to take care of your business. The rest
is ultimately how you dictate your success.
Wow, okay, you sound like a politician over there.
Oh, no question. Vote for me tomorrow.
That'll do it for us. Thanks for tuning in.
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the San Antonio Spurs come in for this one. It's Wednesday Night Basketball, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke. To take a look at the Pacers, things have really gone south on them. Over the course of the last 7 games, they've gone 1-6.
And seeing where Indiana is, they haven't gotten anything to go their way here early on. What do they have to do to turn this thing around?
Well, Greg, I think the most important thing is they've got to start playing as a team instead of a bunch of solos.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Defensive-minded Green and Leonard are the wings. Maurice Spates out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Sato in at the point guard. Now here's Ellis. Outside Hill. Ellis down low, guarded by Green. Ellis can't get it to go. And San Antonio has possession, fresh from a win against Portland.
And then in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
Just 3 to shoot. And a wide open look for free. Cans it from downtown. For 3. We play just over a minute here in the first. Ellis kicks to Hill. Screened by Ellis. George with the ball. Leonard picks him up. Passes it to Hill. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Hill's got his first 2 points.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And he gets it to go.
Could be the first of a lot of mid-range jumpers that we see from him.
Outside, George. The dish to Turner. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Ellis against Green. That's good.
That's what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the D with that one.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Leonard. Leonard off the pick from Sato. Floats one. 13 feet away. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Spates has got his second basket.
Guys to go back and forth the entire way.
Ellis wide open from outside off the mark. Spurs have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Turner with the steal. Ellis the pass to Hill. Pass to George. All sorts of time. Can't get it to go. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. This game against Indiana, the first time they've met this year.
And their series last year was a bit of a comparison between the two conferences. Both were in the middle of the pack.
Well, you said it. I mean, often it's the teams that are in the middle of the pack in their conference which more accurately show the conference's strength than a team at the top or the bottom. At least that's how I like to look at it.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Earlier I spoke with Frank Vogel. He talked about the respect he has for the game of LaMarcus Aldridge and how tough it will be for them to slow him down, saying Aldridge is tough because he can score facing up or with his back to the basket. And with his length, it's tough to bother his shot. We'll look to deny him the ball when we can and just try to make it as hard as possible every touch. Kevin, we'll see how successful they are.
Thanks again, Doris.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Hill has the open look. The three-pointer, no good. The Spurs have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Back to Aldridge. Outside Leonard. The tray. And it's good. Leonard's got his first 3 points of the game.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
Here we go, Pacers fans. Now coming to the court are your teammates.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Spurs leading by 6. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Pacers. George Hill out there with Ellis. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Hill. And it's Turner in at the 5 down low. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And the first one drops. Both free throws good from Hill. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a loss to the Magic.
And the effort down the stretch, those final few minutes of regulation, that's what they needed, but they were burnt out in the overtime.
Yeah, that's a good call, Greg. I mean, there was a little bit of a letdown for them in OT, and that can happen after you spend so much energy just to force the overtime.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Spurs.
You've got to like the consistency with which they're hitting that mid-range jumper.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
Green, he's checked in for the Spurs. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Now here is Hill. He just could not put it together in that loss to Orlando. Turner with a screen for Ellis. Kicks it to Turner. The rebound by the Spurs.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Phillips, the pass to Sata. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Pass to Phillips. There's the three. Rebounded by Ellis.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that. In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
There's Green with the three. The rebound by Monte Ellis.
Outstanding perimeter defense there. That was a well-contested shot.
Yeah, and you know he takes a lot of pride in his defense. There are no easy threes if he's on you.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot, taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like...
Green dishes to Leonard. Shot from 12. Shot is off.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on it.
And George with the stop.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Trailblazers was simply terrific. He dropped in 15 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. A bit of a surprise attack for him, as he is usually just regarded as a role player on his team.
All right, thanks, Doris. He's got a lot of positives to take away from that game.
He really does. It was one of his better performances, and that's saying something because we've seen this guy have a lot of good ones.
And you'd have to imagine that he'll be out to build on it, to go one better here tonight.
All right, a chance to check out stats here for George Hill. How his last game? 6 assists and 5 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Hey, every train needs a conductor, man. He unifies his teammates, sets the tempo, and they make some sweet, sweet music.
Now, here is Hill. His last outing, he had 8 points. A 3-ball. Hill, no good.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
McCallum with the bucket.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Pacers trail by 7. Here's Hill. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. All alone. Again, missing Hill. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Green kicks to Freak. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Ellis. And it goes as the official calls the foul. And the first half comes.
Here we go, Pacers fans. Now coming up. And now, let's hear it for yours.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. Defensive-minded Green and Leonard are the wings. Aldridge out there with Maurice Spates. And it's Sato in at the 1.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and still make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And so LaMarcus Aldridge nails them both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Hill drives in. And the layup's good off the glass. Hill's got 6 points.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 9. Hill with it. Ellis, the pass to Hill. To tie. And the basket good. Hill's got it all tied up now for Indiana.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Freak kicks to Aldridge. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. He has 6.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Knocked loose. And the foul called on Freak. That'll be his second foul of the game. Now here is Hill. He's covered closely. Right wing, 6 on the shot clock. Mirotic's shot is off. San Antonio leading. And here's Freak. He's got 7. And Turner with the block. Ellis against Green. Ellis outside. The 3 from Hill. Kept alive by Indiana. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. The Pacers have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. First free throw is good. Phillips, he's checked in for the Spurs. Both shots good from the stripe.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Now, Freak taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now, he averages about 9 points a game.
It has not been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4.
Indiana again missing.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
So it's San Antonio now. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. The rebound by Paul George. For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Leonard against Hill. Feeds it to Ellis. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Spurs have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought.
The 1 spot. That's the Pacers 5. George dishes to Ellis. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists in the game. The Spurs shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Hill. Leonard against Hill. 5 to shoot. Leonard attacking. Lets it go. No good. Hill with some nice D. 4-on-3 break. George passes to Turner to tie it up. A rebound by the Spurs. Spades has got 4 rebounds now tonight. The feed to Freak, expanding his range. That is good. And the Spurs lead by 5.
Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent ability to get off that shot despite the disadvantage in size.
And Indiana making a change here. Mirotic is checked in. Ellis against Green. That is good. And that's now 11 points for Monte Ellis.
Not an easy finish right there, but a beautiful move to give himself just enough space to get in close and knock it down.
Turner against Space. Now here's Freak. D right on him. Shot clock at 6. Takes the 13-footer, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Freak's got 5 points in the quarter.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Mirotic sets the screen for Hill. Out to the right wing. The 11-footer. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Mirotic has it going on tonight. 8 rebounds, and he's knocked down a pair of 3-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
And the Spurs making a change here. Aldridge is checked in.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
On the wing, Green. He's guarded by Ellis. And yes, sir, that one drops. 15 points for Freak.
That's been their bread and butter in the second half. They've really knocked down their long-range shots.
And as hot as they are, no need to play conservative. Keep firing away.
There's Ellis with the 3-ball. The shot no good. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Spades with a screen on George. There's the pick. Leonard kicks to Freak from past the arc. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Turner's got his 5th rebound in this one. Hill dishes to Ellis. It's back to Hill. Rejected by Sutton. Oh, trying for it, but they recover it. Turner, that's good from 17 feet away.
Yeah, crucial basket there. And as long as they've got that mismatch, big on small, they've got to take advantage.
Well, I don't doubt that they clearly recognize that, and because they do, they're going to continue to milk it.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for San Antonio.
Contested shots and block shots. Their bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
But also, they put the offense on its heel. Look at the numbers.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top.
Can take great pride in.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Frank Vogel had to say to his team. He told his team to keep looking for 3-point opportunities, saying their perimeter defense isn't doing a good job getting out on our shooters. So let's keep firing away until they decide to guard us.
Big time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
Here we go, Pacers fans.
Mo Williams is checked in for Hill. Phillips, he's checked in for San. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed?
LaMarcus, it looked like the team and you were really feeling good out there, making things happen at both ends of the floor.
It was fun for me, I think guys are, finding their rhythm and, crashing the boards, making shots, and I think just, being good down there.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan play. LaMarcus Aldridge. He had an outstanding third quarter. Whatever they needed in terms of energy. And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game.